run set up here. Oh, and a nice return, but he takes a big shot. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley pushing through the contact. Pick up there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Second down, here's Barkley again. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. Well, I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs, and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, he's going to look downfield for Barkley. And this nearly an interception right off the bat. An early crisis averted as that winds up incomplete.
And that might have been a situation where even though you don't hit on the deep throw, you at least put in the defender's minds early in the game that we're going to press the ball deep against your secondary. And that can have a ripple effect on how they function throughout.
Oh.
Unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
73. 73. Alpha, alpha, alpha.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Hurts sets up to throw it. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A gain of 37. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. A handoff, Barkley running left. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Saquon Barkley taking it in from 14 yards out. And the Eagles get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Elliott good with a PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Xavier Gibson now from his end zone. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Rodgers and the Jets now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll start on the ground. Hall. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be 2nd down. Here's Hall again. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Hey, 626. Hey, you fight over here.
Now Rodgers. That's over the middle and caught by the rookie. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 28. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Straight ahead is Hall. Oh, what a move. And they'll get him down inside the red zone at the 14. It's also a gain of 14. First down. Hall ought to give up the middle. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. From the 6 now on 2nd and 3. Out of the gun, they run it with Hall. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Here's Rodgers. This pass out wide to Hall. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And it'll be 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Hall. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. They'll run with Hall. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. They'll try to run with Hall. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. This Eagle defense, they won't give in without a fight. This is 3rd and goal. They'll look to run with Hall. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. The offense is going to stay out there. We'll see what the play call is. They need to find the right one here on 4th and goal. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. Got a man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jets. It's Devontae Adams hauling it in from Aaron Rodgers. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. As we approach halftime. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And with great starting field position and one timeout in their pocket, they could still come away with points here in the late going.
Tiger swamp. Hey, Silver.
Throwing is Hurts. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by DJ Reed.
You can easily see the logic. It's a tie game. They just wanted to press it a little bit right before the half, hoping to get one more score.
Now, easy to second-guess the result, but now you have to think after that interception, just a field goal, and they're behind at the break.
Yeah, I think at the half, the head coach just says, look, that's on me. I wanted to press it, but it's because I believe in you guys.
On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Here's Rodgers to throw.
And that's going to be incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first two throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
Rodgers going to throw. It's caught here by Adams. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10.
And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Jets have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
Zerline good with a PAT, and that makes the score 14-7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
Now a hit and a loose football, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
As that ball got away from him, and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
One of the few things that hasn't gone right in this first half. They had a chance there for late points, but this one winds up off the mark.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on first and 10.
Hey, 73.
They'll throw now on the final play. Looking here for Smith downfield.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
A one-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. And we will not see a return of the dynamic kickoff. And the first drive of the second half will commence from the 30-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3. Because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
They'll run with Hall.
And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Now a play fake. Rodgers. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack.
Reed Blankenship.
Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Rodgers now to throw. Able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. Looking right side, and it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Eagles will take over possession here up at the 44. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this 3rd quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
Hurts. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. Back to throw. And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30.
Partner's bad enough when you just can't hold on to the football. But when your quarterback's throwing it to the other team, that's 3 interceptions now, 4 turnovers for the game. You really have no chance to win the football game.
And that is incomplete.
Well, these are the situations that really test a defense, those sudden changes. They're already inside field goal range to start the possession. Their goal now, keep it to a long kick, if indeed they end up trying one.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Throwing is Rodgers. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Jets 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll give to Hall. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. Now it's Rodgers. Out at the 2-yard line. Here's a give to Hall. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double-team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
Hey, 626.
To throw, it's Rodgers. Touchdown! It's Devontae Adams. Well, we are about a $50 cab ride away from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Greg Zuerlein set to get us started here, and off we go from MetLife Stadium. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. First play, and Hurts looking to throw it. He's got a man, complete. And he steps out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35. A big play there on the first play of the game, and even 40 yards. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They'll look to throw here. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Going up top. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And this defense holds firm here on the opening drive of the night. Down in the backfield. And from his corner spot, that was James Bradbury on the defensive side.
Well, it's almost football 101 that you preach to your safeties. Don't let anyone get behind you. You're the last line of defense. But he didn't let the play come to him. He went to the play. How about that read and recognition and finishing off that one behind the line of scrimmage?
Go to 50. Hey, you block over.
To throw is Rodgers. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Throwing now is Rodgers. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
They're going to line up to go for this on fourth down. Rodgers stays on the field.
Take 30.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Jets try it, but the fourth down play doesn't work. And the Eagles defense able to hold. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on fourth down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a fourth down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Hurts sets up to throw it. He's got room at the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down. They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up. A quick throw here out to Brown. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well. Smith will come in motion right. Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep. And he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles. Devontae Smith on the receiving end from Jalen Hurts. And the Eagles post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback. And we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on 4th down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by James Bradbury. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11. Again, it's Barkley. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. On the sneak, it's Hurts. And no signal, but I don't think he got the surge behind center. No, he's going to be kept out of the end zone. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
Oh, yeah, good surge defensively. Sometimes you can just tell by the way a quarterback lines his feet up behind center. He's going to try and sneak it in. And they catch him here and stop him for no gain.
So 2nd and goal, and standing by himself in the backfield, Barkley. Now they send a man in motion right. He'll get it here on the jet sweep. And he will take this one in for an Eagle touchdown. A.J. Brown taking it in from a yard out. And the Eagles go up by 2 touchdowns. Elliott good with a PAT. And it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Over the middle and complete to Wilson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now Rodgers. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Eagles will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And with a 14-0 lead, they may just try to get this to the locker room.
Hey, 73.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Hurts fumbles it. And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. And long.
63. How long, Yeti?
They'll set up to throw. Airing it out deep for Smith. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. The kick by Elliott is good. And that will do it for this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. A very one-sided first half, 17-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. Xavier Gibson now from his end zone. And he returns this to the 22. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. We'll see, Charles, if they had a chance to hit the reset button at halftime. They have not scored. They're facing this big deficit. And if they're going to come back, it's going to have to start right now.
Yeah, and for them, it's not dwelling in the negative because, yes, they were totally ineffective in the first half. But we've seen many games that have flipped around in the second half. It all starts with this drive right here. They get something good going, put some points on the board, they begin to have hope.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A big pickup of 38.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Breece Hall taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Jets get a bit closer. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play, and they actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
Rodgers and the Jet offense staying out there. They'll go for 2.
Back north.
Rodgers will throw for it. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, than sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Throwing quickly, that's caught by Brown out wide. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Now third down is looming, a pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing is Hurts. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on fourth down. They're going to try and throw. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. Barkley inside handoff. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
2nd and 5. Smith in motion right. He'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. That's some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. Hurts to his former Alabama teammate Smith for an Eagle first down.
73.
Running left, it's Barkley. The linebacker C.J. Mosley in on the stop.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second down and 6 now. Here's a give to Barkley. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
63. Carlos, get it. 73.
Here's Hurts to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up fourth. So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the fourth.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist, but time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Here's Rodgers. A short throw to Conklin, the tight end. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give them 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And got his man complete. And down to the 16-yard line. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
Jump out!
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So another incompletion there.
We give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Breece Hall. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Jets have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. And this is back to a 5-point game. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slim lead. Second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And right now, I'm looking directly at the field general, at the quarterback. Because to me, he's got to take over right now. By word, pumping his team up, and then, of course, by deed with his play. My high school coach used to say that all the time. Laddie, take over by word and deed.
And deed means action.
Exactly.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on second and a couple. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? You just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
And Goddard going to have an Eagles first down as he'll be brought down at the 42-yard line. A give to Barkley out of the gun. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Charles, why didn't they just take them?
I'm asking as well because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and we have it in the NFL. The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee, and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. It doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And he he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Jet touchdown. Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. Just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. It's a win for the Jets as we say so long from MetLife Stadium.
Take a drive from downtown along Broad Street. You run into Lincoln Financial Field, the home of the Eagles here in South Philadelphia. Greetings from just across the New York-New Jersey border in New Jersey at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. The veteran kicker, Graham Gano, puts it on the tee. And off we go from MetLife Stadium. Set to return is Xavier Gibson. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. They'll send a tight end in motion. On play action, Rodgers. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40. So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10.
That's just such a tough throw. I mean, that's all arm. Being able to get your body turned and throw back across your body. I mean, it's one thing if you're just throwing it a couple yards to a check down. But in this case, he's still willing and able to push the ball downfield. And there does come some danger when you throw back across. But in this case, it's a big completion.
On the handoff, here comes Hall. And he's very close to 1st down yardage. They're going to mark him shy, though, at the 48.
And with that run, Mike, even though it brings up 3rd down, it still keeps this offense in what they call a 50-50 downs. It means with the down and distance provided, you can call a run or a pass, and both are equal threats. And that's what makes it so hard for these defenses to defend those situations.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. That one caught by Adams. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
Hey, 626.
From the shotgun, it's A-Rod. That's complete. It's Malachi Corley. He is in. Greg Zuerlein now for the point after. The kick is good. And the Jets will take a 7-0 lead. So after the touchdown at the other end, Zuerlein is out to kick this one off. This is a short kick, returnable from the 13. Very good field position to start as the return is past the 40. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go.
On play action. Locked. He'll get that to the former Volunteer, Jalen Hyatt.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. Off the play fake. It's locked. 7. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5.
Well, they've come out swinging here on this opening drive through the air, and that's exactly what they wanted to do. Generate some early chunk plays and try to get some points.
Come on.
Motion man is Hyatt. Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it, and he will take it in himself. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score, and Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike. And it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
Panay Wanwu now to return. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. Rodgers on first down. He'll find Hall out of the backfield. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. All even on the scoreboard. We're back to upstate New York in just a moment. A first down throw from Rodgers. A toss left side, caught by his running back.
This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these two guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, it makes what's pretty difficult seem a lot easier.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Another run here. Pickup of 6. They'll go again with Hall. And the Jets are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
That's over the middle and intercepted. And the Giants are going to take over at their own 2.
I'm not going to sit here, Mike, and say there's ever a good time to throw a red zone interception. But in this case, it's the first half. You have the rest of the game to get yourself back down here in the red zone and make up for that miscue. Because next time they get down here, they got to be a lot more careful when they decide to air it out.
A quick throw here on the RPO. It's caught by Johnson. 2 minutes to play. First half, all tied at 7. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this. 2nd and 7.
Here we go, set.
From the gun, it's Locke. That's caught. It's Tyrone Tracy. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. Locke out of the shotgun. And he'll let it go deep for Johnson. And he'll wind up out of bounds past the 45-yard line. A big play after being backed up. 37 yards.
Go!
On first down is Locke. He's going to try it here again. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
I can tell you from firsthand experience, Mike, that is a lonely and long jog back to the huddle. I mean, you're an inch away from being the hero with a deep touchdown. Instead, you let it go through your fingertips, and you got to come back to the huddle and try again.
Throwing on second down, Locke. Left side in the hands of Neighbors. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Now a timeout, Giants. That is their second. It's a pickup of 12. First down, Giants. Here's Locke to throw. That's going to be caught by Darius Slayton. And he's going to have a first down here as they are into field goal range at the 27. Slayton is the man in motion. Locke to throw on first down. Here's a shot toward the end zone. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Now, Cano for the extra point. He's got it. And the Giants will move out to a 14-7 lead. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. That one's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback. The drive begins at the 20. Here's first and 10. From the gun, Rodgers. Throw over the middle, brought in by Adams. And he's got it to the 35-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Open man downfield is Conklin. And he's out of bounds, but they take it to the red zone. Inside the 20. A huge play just before the half. 47 yards. So they move inside the 20. First and 10 at the 18. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. And he's in.
Just a really nice job, Mike, especially just staying poised. Pressure situation, you know how important it is to steal some points before the half, but everybody's in control. Everybody understood the situation and the clock, and they're able to finish that half in style with that late touchdown.
So now this to get him back to even heading into the break. He's got it, and the Jets will tie things up. We are all even at 14. So a new ball game We are all tied. Final moments of this first half as the kick's away. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Motion man is Hyatt. Lock to throw on 1st and 10. And that is incomplete. One final chance does not work out. Time has expired. The first half has come to an end. Coach, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of the second half. Both teams look good on the offensive side in the first half. Will it carry over? We're about to find out. Second half is underway. He'll start at the 4. Now an opening past the 30. And they will finally get him down, but he gets all the way close to the 40-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Now Locke. He's going to tuck it and go.
You have to admire when quarterbacks are willing to put their head down and fight for some extra yardage, Mike. But sometimes the juice ain't worth the squeeze. Get down, protect yourself, live to play another snap.
A 2nd down throw for Locke. This one intercepted. Picked off by Chuck Clark. And he's going to give a short field to his offense here as they try to break the tie.
You know, Mike, I like the early aggressive play call to start this second half. I think anytime you find yourself in a tie ball game, you want to be the team that strikes next. In this case, it backfires. They have the turnover. Now it's their defense that's taking the field, and they're going to have to come up with a stop and keep this game all squared up.
On play action, Rodgers. That's over the middle and intercepted. And the Giants are in great shape here as they take over at their 46.
Look, I think any time, Mike, you find yourself all tied up in the second half of a ball game, it's all hands on deck. Both teams are trying to find a way. How can I separate? How can we give our side a clear advantage? That pick right there, killing that first series of this second half, that seems like one of those separators to me. Now, this offense, as they take the field, they have to capitalize and come away with points.
They'll go to the ground, and here's Tracy on 1st down. And he'll get this one across midfield. Brought down after a pickup of a half dozen.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You've got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Locke. That's taken in. What a catch by Neighbors. And the Giants are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Now,
I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times, and then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but right now they're on the doorstep of the end zone, and they got to find a way to put that ball across the goal line.
They were stopped on 2nd down, now 3rd and goal from the 1. Here's a designed run. And he will not get in. The defense standing their ground, pushing him back, and it sets up 4th and goal.
Well, this seems pretty straightforward. 3rd and 1, just dial up a run play and run straight downhill. But this defense had other plans. They were ready and expecting that run, and they're able to take the ball carrier down for a loss.
Here we go.
They'll go. It's locked. That's in the end zone and intercepted. Picked off by Quincy Williams. And he's going to give a short field to his offense here as they try to break the tie.
All right, Mike, file this play away. If they're able to hold on and pull this game out, we're going to look back on this as the pivotal moment of this game. Oftentimes, it takes that one big moment to sway the outcome of a game, and no bigger play than a pick deep inside your own red zone.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They'll run it out of the gun, and it's Hall. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. That's Bobby Okereke there for the stop. So we are through 3. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Here's a 2nd and 6. The master of play action, Rodgers. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down. Kayvon Thibodeau, former 5th overall pick, in there to drop him.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
He was looking for Malachi Corley. And it's going to be 4th down.
Well defended there. The quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide-angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend, so give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page, and the ball falls incomplete.
4th down, Rodgers. And that is not going to work. Incomplete, and they turn it over on downs.
So this offense, they think this is a prime opportunity to go for it through the air on 4th down, but this defense was having none of it. Nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball, no easy completions, and this defense forces a huge stop on 4th down.
And finally, they'll bring him down, but he's up beyond the 45-yard line.
Big hole up the middle. The interior of this offensive line did a great job clearing some space. The back saw it quick, and he hit it. And next thing you know, he was in the secondary for a big pickup.
On the ground, it's right back to Tracy. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. Now a short one caught by the tight end Johnson. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7. So 2 minutes left to play in the 2nd half. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. Plenty of time, plus 2 timeouts at their disposal. It's 1st and 10. They'll run. Not much happening there, just a short gain. They'll come up for 2nd and 9.
Ready?
They'll drop to throw. That is caught downfield. It's Johnson, the tight end. It's a big play when they needed it the most. 31 yards.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
And a short pickup down inside the 10. Now the Jets going to use the first of their timeouts, and the clock will stop with 45 seconds left in the game. They'll come up now for 2nd down. Catch made right side. It's Johnson. And this is a touchdown. They were not going to be denied, and they have taken the lead here in the final minute of play. Extra point by Gano is up and good. And the Giants have broken the deadlock as they move out to a 21-14 lead. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. On the return, here comes Wanwu. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. From the shotgun, it's A-Rob. He's going to let this one go deep. And that could be the dagger. It's intercepted. Picked off by Isaiah Simmons.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now